Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today you're going to be joining me on the Dick Evans Memorial Road Race, the annual race that happens around the island in memory of Dick Evans. Today it's a 114-mile race with a 30-mile lead-in. So right now we're kind of keeping it easy, even though it wasn't that easy. And then the fireworks start with the 80-mile segment. That is the actual race that starts in Kinea Road. So enjoy the vid, drop a like, drop a comment. I appreciate any feedback. Thanks. All right, so this year's ride is a virtual ride, meaning we have no police escort, so we have to abide by all the rules of the road. And so it's a segment that you're being timed on, and it's based off your moving time in Strava. So that's what we're all trying to accomplish today, is to have the quickest move time, not so much the overall lapse time, if that makes any sense. All right, so we all made it to the meetup spot here near Kinea Road, and we're getting our last bit of refreshments, filling up our water bottles, getting ready to head out to the segment. And unfortunately, this would be the last time that I see most of this group. I get dropped pretty early on in the ride, as you'll see. I was kind of in no man's land in the middle there, but it made for a good ride and a solid effort throughout the day. So about 3 miles into the race, I was dropped from the main group. Those guys were just hammering so hard. I was at the back of the pack, pulling at like 400 watts, 500 watts, just to maintain a wheel, and I knew I couldn't maintain that for any length of time, really. So I decided to drop back, and me and Adrian here linked up, and we started working together really nicely. And that maintained throughout the rest of the ride. So I just want to shout out Adrian. Hey man, thanks for riding with me and keep me motivated and pulling me along throughout the day. Strong guy for sure. So a few miles after me and Adrian linked up, we were joined by another rider named Yuko. Man, she's a beginning rider, but wow, this girl is strong. I mean, she dropped us on the climbs all day long. For being someone new to the sport, sky's the limit for her. Seriously, she is way further ahead than 99% of the people are riding a bike, and she's just starting out. So that's pretty awesome to see a beginner like that. And we were also joined by some of our Sunday Coffee Jam guys. Just till Haleiwa. right, so we just finished our descent into Haleiwa. As a bigger rider, you already know those are my favorite segments. Ray's to the side of me, and he's just grinning from ear to ear. I think we did a pretty good job getting down in there. But unfortunately, we started catching flats, so Adrian caught a flat here. I think he caught 3 flats on the day. I caught a flat, and I crashed. So it just made for a very long day out on the road due to unfortunate circumstances. But we kept motoring on, and we also, during that tire change, picked up our 4th and final rider for the day, a dude named Grip. And man, he's a tractor. Dude just pulled all day, and we had a good time rolling around the island. It's always one thing to go back through footage and catch certain things that you don't really see when you're on the ride. And man, this was a close call. Thank God Adrian's wheel wasn't taken out by Grip's water bottle. Unfortunately, this happened a few times throughout the day where his bottles were just dropping out of his cage, and luckily no one was hurt. We kept on rolling, kept on pressing through, and yeah, man, that was too close for comfort watching it back in slow motion. Yeah, so one thing I forgot to mention, around mile 60, I started catching leg cramps in both legs. About mile 75, I cramped really hard, had to get off the bike for a little bit. The group never let me quit. The group never let me stop. I really want to thank those guys for having me continue on. And also a big shout out to the woman who was sagging for us. I believe her name is Brandy. Sorry if I'm messing that up, but man, she was on time. She hit us up around mile 50, then again around mile 80, and both times it just kept us going and kept us refueled. And man, if I didn't have that, I definitely was not finishing the ride. So thank you to her for helping us all out, all the riders throughout the ride today. You were a big help. Thank you. So as I mentioned previous, I haven't done the Dick Evans route before. This is the first time I've come up and over the H3 and making that right-hand turn at the bottom. I was not prepared for that 14% incline. I was already cramping in both legs. I was just trying to make it up over the hill, but unfortunately it took like 400 watts to do it, and I wasn't even trying to do that at that point. I was just trying to survive. As you can see, we're already near 100 miles already, and I'm just trying to finish the race without cramping up. Most of the race itself was flat, and once you get into Haleiwa and you're going around the North Shore and the East Shore, it's pretty flat, but towards the end there's some punchy climbs that you got to go through. They had an out and back that you had to go up where it peaked up to about 10% every now and then the final hit was Makapu Lighthouse. So you had to really manage your efforts through there, really stay mentally focused. You're getting towards the end of the race. You don't want to blow up early, sit and give it too much, but you want to keep a consistent pace, and I think we did a good job of that. So after that last descent from Makapu, I found a little bit of energy. I just wanted to finish out the race strong. I had enough in the legs to hold about 350 watts to the end, or for as long as I possibly could towards the end. But I just want to give a shout out to all the people that helped me along the way. My team of 4, the 2 SAGs that helped out, Alex and Brandy, and for the Out of Bounds crew for putting on this race. It was still a good event, even in the COVID times, but thank you guys, and hopefully next year we can have a proper one and I can actually get a true test to see where I'm at.